Clever when I come and say hi, huh? Yes, you did. Mm. Huh, Clever? Mm. Mm. See, I don't get it. She looks so calm and tame and relaxed, whatever, when I'm holding her. But the second I put her down, it's like she's a cat on catnip, and my face is just a ball of yarn. Only she's not swatting at it. She wants to lick the skin off of my face, I think, sometimes. She just can't stop licking. I don't get it. Never had a dog or puppy want to lick so much. It's I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, hi. How is everyone? Let me see here. Hi, Kara. Hey, Reagan. Hey, Megan. Hi, Lily. Yeah, I didn't give much notice or anything. And it's Sunday night. I don't even really have a whole lot of shit planned or whatever. Last night I felt like I was just so tired last night, so I cut it short, and I just feel like I really didn't talk. I really didn't do much. I just sat here and got tired on screen, and then just ended it. So I thought I'd just stream for a little bit tonight, and then go to bed. But I'm not tired like I was last night. I know, she is so cute. I know, she's getting so big. And like I said, she licks constantly. Like, she will just sit, if I didn't move, she would just lick, like my face was a lollipop or something. It's crazy. I don't get it. My camera looks a little weird. Where's the cleaner? There it is. Sorry. That might be better. Let me see. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. I don't know if that's any better or not, but I tried. So, well, I just thought I'd just catch up a little bit here tonight, and see what the fuck I missed. What did I miss? Anything good? I know that, oh, that's right. Oh, I wanted to play, that's right. Oh, this is what I'll do first. I'm just going to go right back into playing the stream I was playing last night before I ended my stream. Because I finally found the part that I was talking about. It might be too bright. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. We'll leave it. Let's see. So let me go ahead and pull that up. Oh, I already have it pulled up. Oh my god, that's so awesome. I can't believe I did that. Awesome. Let me see. There we go. And there's a transcription. Yes. All right, we'll do that. So we're at the 40-minute mark about. Yep, nothing before 40 minutes. Okay, perfect. Awesome. See, this is why I love that little search button. All right.
Fraud.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch on over now. So, if anyone's wondering what it is, I'm going to be showing. Okay. It's the stream I was playing last night, and that consists of window capture. There we go. That consists of rabbit stream from the other night. It's weird that I don't know why. Oh wait, no, there should be a replay. Why is there no replay? Let me refresh it. So last night I was playing this stream last night, and I was
Much,
so
not
tired.
saying he's
I
a
ended
bad
up shutting
guy.
it down before
Just
I
my
really
thoughts and disingenuous at times.
spent a little bit of effort or whatever trying to find this one spot where it just it. I'm gonna explain it as we go. It just I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna just explain it as we go. Something weird though between nonsense and rabbit somehow maybe being involved. I don't know, but nonsense and UniRock, like there's some weird shit going on, in my opinion. Whatever. So here you're going to hear Rabbit talking about whether or not nonsense or UniRock or whatever. First, she starts off talking about UniRock and some shit that just doesn't, she's not really overlooking with it, which I don't blame her. Fully agree with that. But then it seems like there's some little bit of not confrontation, but animosity maybe between her and some members in chat over who it is that was responsible for quote unquote uncovering the fraud raisers or whatever, the scam or whatever, which is all a bunch of bullshit. Like the person who started that narrative was Katie Joy. That's who started it. And then Nonsense quickly picked it up. And then Katie reached out and enlisted UniRock to take it from there for her. And, but in actuality, no one uncovered any fraud raiser because there was no scam. There was no fraud. There was no whatever. But anyway, I digress. Oh, wait. I don't.
Everybody, listen. Not everybody.
Pause. Fucking pause. I don't know if I have my MIDI on. Oh, I do. Okay, good. But I want to turn these up a little bit too. Okay. There we go. Okay.
He likes me. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. I've criticized. I gave him some criticism. I don't think he took it very well. That's just my opinion. On fraud raising.
Wait, we're
I
gonna
don't think that
bring it back just a little bit.
all of us. You know? There's a much bigger situation. No, I agree. We should all put ourselves in other shoes. Imagine you doing this work to get the truth out as to not hurt a family, and all these crazies come at you, and I feel people putting themselves out there. Yeah? Very true. Thank you, Jeff. It says Mallory's gender and her journey is not our business. So when you call her out, that shouldn't be used. Her gender doesn't cause her to do horrible things. It's her behavior. You lose a point with it. That's what I'm saying. But even somebody pointed this out is when people were calling her out on her behavior, she was calling people they're bigots. They're bigots. We're bigoted. Everybody's a bigot. So she couldn't take, like, you can hash it, but you can't take. You can't just be a hasher, not a taker. You got to be able to take it, right? I don't know. I don't like or dislike UniRock. Why? In my opinion, it seems like he uses talking points and he panders a little too much. Not saying he's a bad guy. Just my thoughts and disingenuous at times. Everybody, listen. Not everybody likes.
Here's my chat.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody. I've criticized. I gave him some criticism. I don't think he took it very well. That's just my opinion. On fraud raising. I don't think that investigations of fraud raisers needs to be on the internet per se. I mean, there's a place for it, I guess. I don't know, but I am not the investigative authority, and I've said it more than that. I can't call something a scam and have no knowledge of what investigation outside of hearsay. Then it's just
I believe her there. I believe everything she said there. I mean, right down to the fact of where she can't really call an online complaint an investigation as well, but she kind of did. But I mean, I don't know.
Then I realized, I think that was it. So, this is just content. This isn't like a real investigation. Like that, there's police. Like there was an actual situation where somebody did call the police, but as far as that investigation that he was doing was content. Like, that's how I figured it. You know? And that's not to, like I said, I don't have anything against his people. Shout out to his people. Shout out to him. Like I said, I love me some Navy. I have no problem with Navy. But hey, that's just how I see it. And
That's weird.
I do think that making content on somebody's CPS stuff is a problem. You know what I'm saying? She was attacked. She was. You can't put it past it. Whether it was true or not, whether Molly did or somebody in Molly's camp called, that's neither here nor there. You can't really find that out.
See, that's that's true. I've been saying that as well, and I fully believe that there is no way you can prove or disprove whether or not someone was called in, reported to CPS. But I kind of think that that's not the bug, that's the feature, kind of thing. I think that's the saying with this, how the saying goes. In other words, like, that's not like the downfall. That's kind, or the bad thing. That's kind of like the whole point of why I think so many people will use that as like a claim of attack or whatever, whether it's true or not. No, I think people knowingly, or we use it knowing it's not true for that purpose. Is what I'm saying. I don't. It's what strikes me about the whole nonsense thing and them being called on her or whatever is that she's mentioned it several times before it happened. She just, like, she was trying to put it in people's minds. Like, I don't know, just, you know, like, there's another saying, like something like, you make what you fear become true or something like that. You fear something so much that you end up making it a reality or something. And maybe it's a situation like that, or maybe it was part of the design. I don't know, but I just going off of my instinct, my intuition, and what I viewed, what I observed, what I witnessed myself, I kind of fall more so on the side that it didn't happen than I do on the side that it did happen. That's just my opinion, my 2 cents, whatever. But she's absolutely right. You can't prove or disprove it. But I kind of think that's the whole selling point for a lot of people.
You know? Mm. Just saying. Oh my gosh, you guys have a lot to say in here. Uh, Look at that. Oh my gosh. But that's my thought, and I will say that
It's covered up.
nonsense has been hammered in so many ways, not just CPS. Docs defamed their significant others' jobs. So I can understand the frustration. Right, evil, and that's the thing. It's like you don't have to like. I would agree with you, right? We're not always going to agree on everything, but that's one thing we can't agree. They went real life on her. That was not cool, right? And I think that the more that she was used as content, the more that they went real life. It's one thing. If I ran a daily stream and it was to go after Molly using nonsense content, who do you think is going to be the target?
Okay. If you're putting out content that allows someone else to use your content to go after someone just by using your content, then there might actually be something wrong with your content if it allows for that, if it sets up for that. I mean, sure, there's also fault to lie on the person who streams your content, while to go after someone. But I I don't know. I just don't think you're a victim at that point. I'm sorry. Oh shit! What I do? Okay.
But it's also going to be nonsense. That's the truth. And that's not shade, but I'm just telling you guys. It just seems like that. Hey Menes says people should learn to keep their private business off the internet so they can go kick down doors without becoming their number one suspect. Just saying.
What?
Very true. I agree. I think sometimes though it is so hard to do that.
I don't get that.
Because you might want to keep it private, but others don't. So people will look for your shit. That's just how it is. I still remember when when Ichamel went through his thing. He's kept
Here we
his
go. Yep.
stuff private, right? But when people want to find stuff, they're going to find stuff on you. You know, I thought Nonsense User was on the same page. Both been doxxed and both doing work to expose the fraud raising. I'm not sure what happened here. I'm not really, you know, and I will tell you this.
Here we go.
My understanding is, and this is why, and I was in her chat.
I want to turn my volume up a little bit more. Okay.
And like I said, I feel like I understand where she's coming from, because I'd seen that side, and I know. I don't think that Nonsense was necessarily running a exposing the fraud. That's not the sense that I got. Had she maybe done some content on it? Probably, but I don't think she was the one that was carrying the torch for that. I got the sense that was UniRock and his team that was doing that.
Now, before I continue here, I just want to point this out. Now, my first time listening to this is where like I start listening more intently. I'm like, and I gotta say, up until like this morning, okay, so all throughout last night when I was streaming, I kind of had the opinion that this was going to be like some sort of turf war, or it was the beginning of some turf war. I now think I was wrong, and I have a different opinion. And I even thought about not sharing my opinion because, really, I'm kind of cool if my opinion is right. I can sit back and just eat my popcorn and just enjoy the show, but I don't really care for either side in this, so I don't really care. I'm just going to speak my mind, and well, wherever the chips fall, then they can sweep them up afterwards. I don't really care. But I'm now of the belief that this was some sort of public display or whatever to kind of throw Uni under the bus. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be a turf war anyways.
I didn't get the sense that Nonsense, and somebody can correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Nonsense fake daughter had trolls in her stream. Lord.
Fake daughter. That's weird.
Fake daughter. I don't know who's.
Yeah.
I don't think Nonsense is a fake daughter.
Right.
I feel that Nonsense has handled herself very well, certainly better than I would have. Right. I wish it would become a non-issue, says Wildflower. And thank you, SW, for gifting memberships. If you guys received a membership from SW, guys, make sure you give her a little heart, a little thank you. It's always nice to get a little membership. Let me see who else is said. I'm late, very important date. Yes, congratulations to the new member. Lord Jackie, stop. Yo, Jackie. And this is not to bash or anything. Nonsense exposed the Letitia fraud raiser.
See, they're right there, okay? I this is why I kind of thought maybe it was going to be a turf war or something, and why I said that last night. But because how Menace jumped in there and said that something about it. Oh no, wait, that's right. I thought it was going to be a turf war until I read that, and it sounded like it looked like Menace is trying to push the blame, push the buck, or whatever on Nonsense. But even before that, I was under the, I don't know, I just got this impression that this started off as a means or a way in which to push it onto UniRock. And then this was Menace, like, kind of clapping back or something. I don't know. The whole thing just seemed very weird.
Menace, Nonsense exposed it? I thought it was UniRock, because I didn't think that Nonsense took it upon herself to expose it. I didn't see streams of, like, I saw her put in the messages out there, but I never got the sense that Nonsense exposed it. Nonsense focused on way to show the truth and facts of Marvel McCray. Right, Nanya, but I don't think Nonsense exposed the fraud raiser. I thought that was UniRock.
Actually, no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is UniRock's way to try to throw Nonsense under the bus. I don't care who throws who under the bus. I just think that that's what it is. I don't think it's them two coming at each other to be able to claim this or to be able to take credit for anything. I think it's them trying to push the buck for some reason. And I can't wait to find out what their reason is.
I guess we'll agree to disagree on that one. Because I know I gave my criticism in the summer. It wasn't well received, but I gave it.
Wait,
You know?
what?
Summer. I guess we'll agree to disagree on that one. The fraud raiser. I thought that was UniRock. I guess we'll agree to disagree on that one. Because I know I gave my criticism in the summer. It wasn't well received, but I gave it. You know? To each his own. Let me see. J-Dub. As part of the LGBTQ plus community, I cannot support Mallory. And it's not a trans issue. It's an issue. It's a behavior issue. Not to mention, she will not take accountability or apologize. Well, J-Dub. Shout out to J-Dub. In your face says she always asks, where's the money? Yeah, but I don't think asking where the money's at is necessarily exposing the fraud raiser.
But it kind of is.
I think a lot of people are asking the same thing. I thought it was nonsense when it came up. Yeah, but I don't think that that's...
See, and here's the thing. Like, this, it sounds like UniRock's, like, one of his main people or whatever is in the chat trying to push the blame onto Nonsense. And in return, it sounds like, well, Nonsense's main person, the good Nunya, and Rabbit Hair are trying to push the blame onto UniRock. I don't know. That's what it just sounds like to me. It sounds very weird. And like, this is the thing. Like, there's no... Maybe I'm still holding out too much hope, or more hope than I should, for, like, I don't know, really seeing Rabbit as someone who I can depend or find trustworthy with information. Because I really thought that she was for a little while. I did anyways. And until, like, all this shit came up with the whole, the police, now I'm calling the police report, the whole online complaint thing over Letitia that was submitted to her city's police department. It was an online complaint. It wasn't a police report. And then when I seen the live stream that Rabbit did where she was calling it a police report, and, like, she's talking about it like it's a police report, I'm like, is this a Twilight Zone here or something? Because there's nothing about this that is... The information wasn't even received in the same manner in which a police report is received. None of this is making sense. But she went with it. She kept going with it. And then for months, she's been kind of helping to push the narrative that Letitia is a scam artist or whatever. And here she is now. There's no proof there is proof or evidence regarding who it is that started talking about the scam raiser and shit stuff first. There is. But no one's showing any here. No one's even directing anyone. No one's even talking about it. And she's just pushing back awfully hard. Like, I don't know. That just strikes me as really, really biased. And maybe I just kind of thought that she wasn't like that. But now she is. I don't know.
Where's the money is not necessarily exposing the fraud raiser. Like, I don't think she's the one that took it upon herself to investigate. I think a lot of people ask that question, though. I'm okay with anyone exposing a fraud raiser. Shout out to D. I'm okay if it's an investigative authority, but that's just me. The levels people are willing to go to demonstrate their craziness. Sometimes UniRock steals others' thunders and stuff. Lord have mercy, y'all. I don't know who gifted memberships, but thank you. Aw, Deborah. Nonsense is about truth. The fraud and the donors not getting their money back was part of that. And I talked about that too, but I didn't expose no fraud raising. I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm being honest. That wasn't my mission at all, but I didn't expose none of that. You know. I did interview the person that had her money taken, but that's as far as that went. Yeah.
Wait, what?
She is but I did interview the person that had her money taken, but
who did she do an interview with? Because I don't recall this. Did she do an interview with the one who called themselves Danielle, or with was it Jill? Was that the other name? I think it was Jill. I don't remember. Who did she do an interview with? Does anyone remember? Because I don't recall this. Oh my God. Sorry, I just went back and checked chat, and Am I not going to be able to scroll back here? Shit. Let me pull it up here. There we go. Okay, now it's up here somewhere. Oh my God, thank you so much for the memberships, Flying Mom Laura. So if you find yourself with a membership, well, the following names will find themselves with a month-long membership, thanks to Flying Mom Laura. And again, YouTube picks them at randomly, but still, thank you. Say thank you to Flying Mom Laura. So we got Kathy Ann, Tiffany Hoff, K-Bear's Mama, Laura Nelson, All Light, Better with the Irish, Gigster Pom Pom 79, Delicious, Vet Mama, Jody P, Stacy Juilliard, Mama's the Boss, Marie Laveau, Supernatural Crime with Nikki. Oh, that's Nikki. Hi, Nikki. And Pit Mom Straysky and T King. Yay! Oh, and Marion Ann Bays, Brighter Day Jen, Margot. Is that it? Nobody after Margot. Okay. So there we go. Yay! Thank you so much. Oh my God, that's so nice. Thank you. That's awesome. Not a whole lot going on with memberships at the moment. But just I still do the membership shout out and everything at the end of videos. But I'm getting the Discord up and running, and I'm gonna make that for members. Or I think I'm gonna have like a public channel, but most of the shit's gonna be available only to members. I don't really know what I'm doing there though. So why did that move? Where am I in? Oh my God, that's why, because I'm all the way back there. Shit, okay. All right, I'm going to go back. I'm going to try to. Put it here.
That's as far as that went. Yeah. She has never done any research on the fraud raiser. She has questions about the lies that have been told, some of which include the money. Thank you, good nun. Yeah, that's what I...
Oh, so she was just questioning? She just had questions, right? Okay, she was extremely accusatory for months. These weren't questions, okay? She came right out and said it's because Letitia took the money. I mean, she came up with her own answers to her own questions. That's not just asking questions. That's accusing someone. So yeah, she made, I mean, what kind of research could you do there? You know, at least, really, what could you need people to cooperate. It's more like an investigation than it is research. So, I mean, calling it research just seems kind of dumb, but whatever. But yeah, she didn't just ask questions. Oh, she just asked questions. Wait, what is it she said?
Thought.
Why can't I get that to go away now?
Everyone needs to work together, less divide. Yeah, but...
She has questions about the lies that have been told. Okay. That sentence right there. She has questions about the lies that have been told. So there, right there, you're already determining that the things that were said were lies without doing any research. You yourself in one sentence here say, Becky has never done research on the fraud raiser. She just has questions about the lies that have been told. Well, how do you know that they're lies if there's never been any research? Huh? Because you can't prove that they're lies if you haven't investigated, if you haven't done anything to find out. And you haven't. You fucking haven't. Okay, you've just maybe listened to a few people who claim something to you on the internet, and they're all strangers, mind you, for the most part. Like, even if it's a stranger that's in a member of yours on the channel or in the live chat a few times, you've never met them. You haven't verified that they are anything that they say that they are. They're effectively a fucking stranger. Like, you never know it if you walk past them on the street. They're a stranger, okay? So you're taking their word for things as they tell you these stories, as they make these crazy claims. You're not even attempting to verify anything. That's not research. That's not investigation. That's just buying everything you're fucking sold, you know, without getting anything checked out. So, and now you're saying that she has questions about the lies that have been told. That's the most naive, fucking ignorant thing I think I've ever heard, really. Okay, Nanya.
But here's the deal in your face. I would agree with you on that. But this is a good example. If I tell you I am not the investigative authority, so I can't tell if something is like that doesn't mean that you know, just because somebody calls something a scam or a fraud we might not always be on the same page. And to me, it even seems more of a divide because if you're putting out there information that attacks another person that's on the same team, and I say that with air quotes because I don't think we're all very different, right? Um, you're not really looking out for each other. You're looking out for your content. That's what it seems to me.
Well, first of all, I love that everyone needs to work together, let's divide. But first of all, you have to have everyone agreeing to work together toward the same goal. And that's what you don't have. You have the divide before you even start. So you have to obtain the togetherness before you can do that. But regardless, I digress. What the hell is Rabbit talking about? Like, I'm getting the impression that there's been people on the same team here, and one of them went after the other one. Who the fuck is she talking about? Let's see.
I totally agree with you 100. Just sucks to see happen, then tries to manipulate such a kind-hearted people in these chats. 2 weeks ago, QB was a roach channel, and now she's good, right, Jeff? We were all roach channels. I mean, I'm sure I'm still a roach. Whatever. Is often appearing to be the first to break stories when it actually wasn't him.
That's true.
Where's the money, Molly? Is a question I've heard from Nonsense. This is from Uni. If anything, he came late to that party.
He did.
Really?
Yeah, really.
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm just, listen.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know
really
if
did.
he came early or late, but when I saw...
Let's take a moment and let's test this shit, shall we? I'm kind of curious. Let's see what we find out. So, let me open up 2 new tabs here. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. Shit takes longer to load, I know. Believe me, this is the curse I live with. And it's a curse that may actually shorten my life just out of stress and frustration. Anyway, okay. So, we're going to start with Rock-A-Lot. It'll go better if I let it finish loading. Why did the other one finish loading before this one? I don't get it. Okay, so. All right. Now, what is this? It's April. So I have to go back about 9 months, maybe 8-9 months. I don't know if anyone has a quicker way in which to scroll through someone's inventory like this. Like, I would love to know it because some of us put out like a lot of shit, and it's a pain in the ass to keep going through it all. Okay, so we're at 9 months ago. Okay, that article, the entire world is shifting. So that was around June, I think, maybe. Okay, so Slay with Dre did what also? So here's the only thing. Oh no, wait, that's not it. Marilyn Manson lawsuit. Okay, so here's the first mention I have of Molly Golightly. Did Molly Golightly and LB scams? Okay, so what's the rest of this title? Accused of scam. Okay, so we're going to check the date on this one. It's the first mention I can find on his channel regarding Molly Golightly, Letitia Bass, and scam all put together. Stop it. Shut up. All put together. So, the date on this is... Oops. Fuck. Come on, don't anything else pop up. Ow. So, this is August 7th, 2022. That's the first mention I can find on his Rock-A-Lot, okay? So, Now we go to Nonsense's channel. I might have to kill some tabs here. Just kill that for a second. Because as I kill tabs here, I don't know what I have pulled up. And I don't know. Okay. I thought maybe my username and info might have been shared on one of them. Guess not. Good. All right. That's good. Okay, so now we have Nonsense's channel pulled up. Go to her lives. I'm just going to stick with the lives for now. And she started her channel in July, right? This one I might have to actually check on Facebook. I'm not sure. We'll see what comes up, though, at 7 months ago. 7, 8 months ago. So, okay, looks like she took down everything before 6 months ago, right? Unless that's upload. No, it was created then. So, all right, let's check videos. Okay, she's on videos. All right. Seeking transparency. This is who deserves a voice. What's really justice for Marvin? Exposing more truth. I don't know what any of these were really about, but let's look at this one.
Please bear with me.
Fucking voice changer. Oh my god, it's so cringy now hearing it. So here we have July 26th. As this case proceeds, there seems to be more questions than answers. I'm bringing this here from Facebook so more people can see the bigger picture of what's not being told on all this large channels to their following. Post from Justice for Vaughn on Facebook. Okay. This is tell everyone I'm going to devote the rest of my day. Okay, so that's a post part from Letitia. Huh. I should also add too that and I have to go through and I have to listen to these lives, or I'm gonna have to upload them to my other YouTube just so I can get the transcript. But there's a live stream Katie did where she comes out and she says that she reached out to UniRock for help. So, and what UniRock had told her was, send me everything you have, but just so you know, we're not going to talk about this anymore. Let me do what I got to do. And I can't do that, with you in my ear or whatever. So he said, send me everything you have and just let me do what I got to do. This is coming from Katie. Katie said this in the live stream. And this was right around like mid-August, I think. I have to go through and I have to find this stream again. I've talked about this clip several times, but I've yet to produce it because I haven't looked for it really. I tried listening through one stream and I just keep anyway, I'll find it. I will give my word I will find it. Because I know I have the stream. So, but yeah, this was in August for sure, definitely, that she had said this. But regardless, I can't prove that right now, so I'll skip over that. So we're going to check out Facebook here real quick. Oh no, I already did this before. I found, yeah, it's like right around July 19th. I think that's when I noticed on her Facebook page that Katie started to change and Nonsense changed like almost immediately at the same time. She flipped sides too, like by the 21st, I want to say I found that. I will go through them. I will find that. But for now, I'm going to let this stream continue playing while I search for that. And then I will share it. Where's my tablet? Okay. So. Because because I have to sign in my Facebook and shit like that. I don't want to put that up on screen.
When I did commentary on it, the person that was doing the fraud raising content was not nonsense. It was Uni.
Really?
You guys can hate me for saying that, but that's what I remember and how I remember it.
Why would anyone hate you for saying that? Who cares?
Don't shoot me. Just letting you know. That's how I remember it. She is just a woman, and guys are just guys, and the ones or the others shouldn't be weaponizing unless some kinky games are being played in the privacy of one's own. Wildflower, what the heck are you talking about, yo?
She sounds like fun.
I don't know what Wildflower is on. You
like
talked
fun.
about the Letitia thing, but Nonsense really kept up all the details. It was technically Katie Joy who called it out first. I don't know, yo. I don't know. I will say this though, because I said I'm not doing any content on fraud raising, but I did do I did interview the person that filed the charges. That I did do. I did talk about that.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And then it kind of.
I see. This is where she just lacks so much credibility with me. She keeps saying I interviewed the person who pressed the charges. Is that what she or filed the charges? Wait, let me hear that again so I get it right.
With charges that I did do fraud raising, but I did do I did interview the person that filed the charges.
Okay, I did interview the person that filed the charges. She's still calling this fucking online complaint charges, or she's still thinking it's a report. Anyone who's ever filled out a report before to police, okay, think about what that entailed. That entailed you either verbally speaking with, but usually meeting, face-to-face meeting with an officer of some regard, of some caliber. Maybe it was a beat cop, a street cop, or it was an actual investigator. Either way, you more than likely had to meet with them face-to-face. And then you told them your story, your complaint, whatever, your report, what you're reporting. They then asked you questions because they have questions. They need to understand. And you're not going to explain things so well and so thorough the first time that they are left without needing any more or additional information, right? No, that's not how it goes. They're going to ask you follow-up questions and then follow-up questions to the follow-up questions. You know, this is what happens in an investigation. None of that shit happened here. None of it. Like the online form, I FOIA'd the report or the complaint or whatever from Savannah PD. Nowhere on this form does the department ask a single fucking question to anyone. Nowhere. It's an online fucking complaint form. That's all it is. Okay, I digress.
That I did do. I did talk about that. And then it kind of went on the wayside on that. And now I'm kind of curious to know, and maybe it might be a good idea to look into even that a little bit more too. I don't know. Nonsense has been calling out the lot.
All right, those of you in the chat, those of you who have any Apple products, has Safari been giving you a hard time today? Because like all my other browser apps are working fine, but I got a lot of, I prefer to use, oh wait a minute, what? Wait, what do you want me to rewind? Okay, I'll check that out in just a second. July 11th. Okay. That would be weird. What would you like me to rewind, Kira? Did I rewind it enough? Let me know. I'll rewind it more or whatever. What the fuck is that noise? Oh, okay. Yes, you have to go accept the new terms and conditions and then restart what? My device? Where accept make sure it's updated. Yeah, I think it is. I just did an update not too long ago. Okay, yeah, no, it's all updated. I'm using the current software. See here, where's Safari in here? Did I rewind that enough, Kira? What are you guys talking about? Go to your cloud and it should pop up. Please accept new terms. Okay. My cloud. Oh. You know what? Here, I'm going to just turn it off and turn it back on and see what happens. And then I'll finish looking for that. We've had a lot of water toxicity here. Oh, yeah, Michigan has for years, even like going back to like 2016, right? Or just before that? The whole Flint River thing. But like I want to say like that was Flint River sounded like it was just like the straw that broke the camel's back or something. Like there had been a lot of water pollution leading up to that, and that was just the tipping point and the one that made national news. So hey, Little Red. Don't worry, all good. Okay. All right, so I don't need to rewind. All right. Anyway, I'm going to let that continue playing. I'm going to keep working on this.
I had some misinformation about the whole bond story. The fraud raising was definitely a big part of it. Nonsense does not need recognition. She's just wanting peace. Yeah, Cash. I would get that. I'd get that for sure. Thank you. Let me see who else. Nonsense has done great exposing. Yes, I would agree. The Dono Girls. Hey, Rabbit. I hope you're having a good one. I think you have good intentions, which is rare here. Oh, thank you. I'm not bashing either of them. I would like them both. We can't unite people that do things we don't agree with. Well, Bama, that's a great point. Who else? True Crime Dime says, basically Nonsense Channel has been a timeline of everything that has happened in the Marvon case. The donations for the attorney that was never actually acquired is just part of that timeline. Right. But I think that there's a difference between, I don't think that she was in it to expose the fraud raising, if that's what it is, right? Just my thought. Don't shoot the rabbit.
That is weird. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, okay. Rabbit can't say the words. We misspelled them. Yes, thank you. Misspell any salty words, but let me know your guys' thoughts. Uni does fraud raising content. Yeah, we have a spreadsheet with over 300K in money asked for through fraud raisers by one small group. Molly wasn't on our radar until this summer, says Menace to Sobriety. I don't know. Nonsense had the receipts. She pulled it all together. I learned it all from her. What is right, what is wrong, her statement. When you say the receipts, though, like, are we talking? I just want to make sure we're clear on the fraud raising part. Just saying. I'm just glad Molly's gone. Well, is she? And for the next 12 days and counting, people I live aren't actively being injured and hunted down on Maine because of her. I don't give a damn who did it. I'm just glad it's done.
Okay, so we're at 10th.
Yeah, not intended to expose. The exposing just happened because it's part of the story. Exposing was not her goal. Just to tell Marvon's story. I agree. It's so hard. We all think different.
What? That was Becky's goal. Was just to tell Marvon's story. Are you fucking shitting me? Like, even her own supporters have got to realize that that's the biggest crock of shit ever. Because all she's done with her time on her platform is to just fucking hate Molly. That's it. Now, she can sit here and say that, oh, it's because I was, or on Dre's behalf, on Marvan's behalf, that I hate her, whatever. Fine, whatever. For the sake of argument, let's just say, let's give that to her. Still, that's all she's done with her platform is just fucking hate Molly. How is that telling anyone's story, let alone Marvan's? That I call huge bullshit on. Come on. You gotta know better. Fuck.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Is that what you mean? I love aren't actively? Sorry, my love. Molly was just live last night. She's not gone. I didn't think she was gone. Technically, it was the misinformation. The Dragon of Dre plus Letitia and Molly saying justice for Marvan. Well, there you go. Jeez, you guys are going in on these comments. My goodness. This is the point of this, all right? Before I head out, this is my point. I understand where nonsense is coming from, okay? There was a lot of misinformation. You can't say that you know who called based on evidence of receipts. It's hard, right? And so when she got a lot of backlash because of it, and I don't think that it was his intention to do that, but I think that it's a cautionary tale of you just got to be careful what you put out there. When he put out there that possibly I set up this interview with
Here we go.
Light's
This is interesting.
victim, that shit was not cool. That was not okay. And after he did that, listen, thank you. Shout out to all you supporters and everything, but you don't get to lie on me so many times. You don't. You don't get to, when you lie on me, we have a problem. You don't show any receipts of that, we have a problem. I stay away. You go blockity block. Okay? Thank you, Leslie, for donating 5 memberships, my love. Thank you. Yeah, and don't forget to hit that like button.
So
That's just how I feel. That's just my opinion. You guys can, do what you got to do and be what you want to hang out with. That's just how I feel. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. And shout out to Nonsense. You guys make sure you go check her out.
Whatever. All right, I'm done with that nonsense. So here we have, let me see. Simple search to confirm that process. One of you sitting on that panel produced a video. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, so I'm going to say that she still wasn't doing it yet. One more date, and then I'm going to pull up the one on his UniRock channel, see what this shows. Okay, so it looks like, according to Nonsense's page, the 20th is whatever. She seemed awfully conflicted. She attempted to speak up or weigh in on the whole Molly and how's her name, Sherelle, their whole disagreement. Because she spoke up about it being whether or not this situation had any regards as far as race goes or whatever, the racial issue. Because surely a white woman from Utah can speak very well on that, right? And I say that knowing damn well that I can't speak well on it either. So just saying. Anyway, so it looked like she was still kind of, I don't know, in between on that or whatever. But she was watching Katie, though, at this time. Because on the 20th, she also said, she posted a screenshot of Katie's live stream and circled a chat comment from an account called Karma Za Beach. Karma Za, Z-A-B-E-A-C-H, Beach. And it said, just you. I don't know what the comment was referring to, but And Nonsense wrote, those of you following the HR drama, look who's elbows deep in this case. Oh, what a fitting name, Karma. First of all, it wasn't a case. I love how the people who keep calling it a case or kept calling it a case are now saying it wasn't a case. It's not a case. No shit. No fucking shit. I said that from the very beginning. This isn't a case. Although I said it more or less because or coming from a place of how none of y'all are authorities in any way, shape, or form, so you don't have a case. This isn't a fucking case. That's more or less where I was coming from with it, but regardless. Anyway. Then she goes on to say, this is not shade to the creator. Not shade to Katie. Oh, that's nice. You know, gotta be sure not to anger her or whatever. Karma is an alt, aka a fake, for a lady who scammed a ton of people on false pretenses. Check out the main page for info on that. It's a lot. I don't know who the fuck it's supposed to be then. I don't get it. It's probably maybe the CMC person, whatever she's been fucking going after for God knows how long. Right, 21. Oh. Okay, so here on the July 21st, she's thanking Without a Crystal Ball for posting the full police report and sharing that. And she was also given some, trying to correct the narrative on whether or not Dre was barred from the hospital or something, which I don't know if she was or not. I don't really care. Oh, wait, no, that's Yuma, though. I don't care about that. So, but here's an interesting post. Fuck. I don't really know how I can share it on my screen. I can. It's just it'll take me a minute. My shit's slow. It'll take me a minute to pull it up. So I'm going to do the thing I bitch about all the time. And I'm going to do it. I'm just going to fucking do it. All right. So this is what we have in July 21st. My screen's a little dirty. Just don't mind it. Okay. Now, leave that there for a second so y'all can see it. But I'm going to just take it down and read it. It says, I feel like this might be on the horizon. It was only like 2 months ago I ruffled a bunch of feathers, and I feel like I might be headed there again. I really hate getting the bubble guts over situations like this. And then the screenshot says, told you so. Sincerely, your intuition. So it's almost like Nonsense knew she was going to be walking right into the fucking blizzard of shit storm that was coming her way because of what she was about to do. That's interesting. I never picked up on that one before. Kind of glad I saw it now. Anyway. I mean, I don't know. It's possible maybe she was just talking or whatever, because I think I've walked into some shit storms at times knowing, bracing myself, preparing myself, but I don't know. It still seems... Anyway. Oh, and then 20 seconds. The 22nd. Really? Here's where the narrative changed for her. Put that up there so you guys can see it. There we go. All right, now I'm going to read it. This man, Marvin Jackson McRae, is the only person besides the children that this page will continue to defend and fight for. Marvin deserves dignity. So she's basically making it clear that that statement... See, it's one of those statements where you have to pay attention to what's not being said as opposed to what is being said. What she's not saying is that she's going to be supporting or advocating or advocating or whatever word she wants, whatever. She's going to be advocating only for these kids who really have nothing to do with the situation. And Marvin, the man who lay in a coma. She's not going to be speaking out on behalf of anyone else involved, including Letitia, Wynette, Marvin Sr., and Dre. But, I mean, she does end up speaking out very much on behalf of Dre. But yeah, So that, I'm going to go ahead and, not going to accept that really as an answer because she doesn't say anything else. But I think maybe the 23rd might be where she starts it. Dre McRae evidence of setup and plus Molly Golightly foolery plus cash app situation. That's the name of the video. I don't know whose video it is though. Let's see. It comes up.
Dare to sleep like you're not on your period?
Right?
On your period.
Why am I not signed
Always
in?
easy.
Why am I getting... I'm not signed... What the fuck? Anyways. That's from Sherelle's World. Okay. But on her post, though, with the video, she says... There are a lot of valid points presented in this video. Some of you need to pull up a seat and zip the... whatever for a minute, do some research. This isn't an attack on anyone. It's a demand for transparency. This should have been evolved from moment one. Y'all think a story like this wouldn't get media attention without the followers it's already got? No media that has any ethics with touch. Oh, no media that has any ethics with touch this story right now because there's so many lies. Also remember that journalist that was trying to reach the dad, but the dad couldn't talk because he was at work? You remember that? Why lie to the media if seeking justice for your son? Well, okay, so I'm going to take the 23rd is where she started, really, where she really flipped the script or whatever on that. So there's that. Now I'm going to go back to YouTube here. What was the date someone had said here? Let me go back in the chat here and see. Michelle Sabi was his big break into the story. Where is she now? Oh, yeah. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh, hi, Moderate. All right, whoever it was that told me when UniRock posted something, can you tell me again? Because I can't find it. Oh, wait, right there it is. Okay, July 11th. Uni did a video on Dre on his UniRock 2 channel. Okay, so let's go pull that up.
So for the last few...
Voices are annoying. So we have... So, it looks like... Oh, wait, Slay with Dre and her husband's. Okay, so this is the first one, possibly? Yeah, that's the first one. All right. This was July 11th. But this seems to be almost like... It's definitely not supporting Dre, right? What did this influencer, quote, do? Slay with Dre and her husband's mysterious illness, internet history. What happened to Slay with Dre's husband? Was it a seizure or was it something else? This influencer told us that her husband had a seizure and asked for help. She showed us video of him and pictures. But when a police report came out, the internet found out the horrible truth. And now, how should we feel? What should we do? A new police investigation has been opened up to get to the truth of the situation. Yeah, so on July 11th, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say UniRock wasn't questioning shit about any fucking Cash App or donations, right? Yeah, no. He was coming for Dre, it seemed like, right? Okay, so that was on July 11th. So what else was here on his screen? Okay. That was that one. Then this one is the first one. On this channel, I can see Busted, Molly, Golightly, Letitia, LB, whatever. Okay. What's the date on this one? This was August 16th. Okay. So it looks like he was the first to start talking, maybe. No, I can't even say that because Nonsense was talking about this before the 11th on one of her Facebook pages, I know. Because I think I found the earliest posting in like the end of June. But so far though, it looks like Nonsense was ahead of the curve before UniRock there. Right? I mean, that's what it looks like. Anyway, but there's other places we can look. Let's be thorough. Let's be thorough about this shit, okay? Let's check his lives over here. Does he have any? None that are newer than a year. Okay, so we have what was it? August? Shit, now I forgot the fucking date. August 16th. That's what it was on this channel. Okay. So then we check Rocklet. Still, let's check the videos here. Johnny Depp and then ex-moderator, Netflix. Okay, so he doesn't have anything on here, it seems, regarding this. Yep, nothing at all on his video section. His live, I think we already established, was what? Oh, I'll go back and do it again. Because I want to be thorough here. Okay. Oh, here's a stream he did. It's got the same title and it says 8 months ago, so I'm going to assume that was probably on or right around the date of the July 11th one that he did on his other channel. So, dumb stuff in the back where it comes forward. Threats are... Ooh, what's this? This could be good. Okay. I hit pause. Why are you doing this? Okay. Dumb stuff in the dumb stuff in the background comes forward. Threats are tantrums. Slay with Dre updates.
Been doing other things.
Shut up, dude. Just shut up. Anyway, says stream live on July 12th. We have a lot to do. There is a mystery afoot. Okay, that's dumb. Only 3 comments? It's kind of sad. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to search some things here. Scam. Just going to search the transcript. Nothing. Okay. Fraud. 1. Support mass content fraud raisers. So is it 2208? Are we there? Wait, does the transcript come up for you guys on your screen? Yes, it does. Okay. 2208. All right. Excuse and downplay doxing people's kids and putting them into CP and people that support mass content fraud raisers, ripping off the people who support us. I might call that a cult. Oh, okay. He's talking about us. Steve's cult there, whatever. EKC cult or whatever. Not going to make the cult argument. I'm making a different argument, but let's get all of this out. Let's see everyone's opinion. If you have an opinion, tag me. This is good privilege. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about here, so whatever. Okay. You were privated, but it was my bad. You excused Nat CP, then you excused Roadhog and McRae harassing women. Tribe not being sick and disgusting, exactly whomever you will be. Of course, you start minimizing his psychotic actions. It's just satire, am I right? And then we've got, it's just a tantrum. He's not even talking about Dre or anything here. What the fuck is he even... I know what he's talking about, but I don't understand how this came into this conversation right here. It's... Okay. Alright, so... Let me see here. Oh, this is just looking up the text. It's not going to pull up Dre. I just don't, I mean, I've always known that Steve McRae, Marvin McRae, you know, obviously their last names sound exactly the same, you know, they're pronounced the same way, but they're spelled a little different. And I always just kind of wondered how many times UniRock would actually allow himself to say Marvin's last name or use his last name while talking, because like, surely I don't know, I envision UniRock being like, I refuse to say that man's last name because it sounds way too much like the Lobster Man's last name. You know, I don't know, I see him being that petty. Anyway, I'm just amusing myself at this point. Donations. Donation. Okay. Donate. To doing. Oh, he's talking about his page probably.
Want to donate to the damn it, Red Bull?
Yeah.
I'm getting.
That's his own fucking shit. All right, so it doesn't appear like he's really talking about that much here, right? I mean, this is what it looks like anyways. Oh, wait, Molly. See, not a single Molly mentioned by him in the stream. So there's no way he talked about this being any kind of fraud raiser without saying Molly's name throughout the entire stream, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and just mark this one off the list, okay? This is bullshit. He's not talking about any fraud raisers here. So, and that was July 12th. Okay. So, what do we have? I don't know what that's. In the background. Okay, Game of Thrones, Legal Bites. Wouldn't have to believe me you wouldn't believe me if I told you KJ docs Molly Golightly. I'm kind of curious what that one shows. I'll pull that up for a second. Okay, so we have July 17th. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. That's the whole description, it looks like. Whatever. Okay. Molly's mugshot. Personal details about Molly. Molly's mugshot. Bothering her other than Molly saying Molly said that she was gonna. Doxing Molly Golightly. And well, we're going to get into Katie doxing Molly. Supposedly KJP doxed Molly. Molly has talked about, Katie, but if anybody has watched Molly go, well, everybody knows this isn't going to make sense if you're not looking at the screen. When you look up words in the transcript, they just give you like a brief snippet of a sentence that the word is used in, and that's all I'm doing. I'm just reading these brief, like, little snippets. So, well, everyone knows Molly has been on. Molly in the situation. So there's nothing on here about scams or fraud raisers or money or donations or any of that shit. I'm going to go ahead and just mark this one off the list too. So what's next? Still looking. Okay, so here we go. This is going to take us back to the one I pulled up already, which is this one here. And the date on this one is Are you going to play on me again or no? Okay. August 7th. So, according to Facebook and according to YouTube, on all the available channels that I know of that I can research or investigate through, it appears that Nonsense started changing her tune on, what was that date again? Let me just get this right. July 23rd, okay? And it appears that UniRock didn't come out speaking on about any kind of fraud raiser or scam or whatever until August 7th. So I'm going to say that the evidence kind of shows that Nonsense jumped onto that shit first. Just saying. But we all know that that's not true either. It was Katie. It was Katie first. But regardless, I digress. Let me check chat now. All right. Yeah, exactly, Kara. Kara says, so Flava, Erica G, and the Facebook phantoms came to our space. Molly already had a dedicated group of Krama channels following her every move. It was easy to slide into. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, he's not a stalker. Only 80 streams. I don't know how well or whatever YouTube or Facebook pays. I don't know. I don't even know what their terms are on anything. So I have no idea. No, little buddy is too cute. He looks like a little skunk. Oh my God, that's some funny shit there, Elizabeth. Remember Smearcat 420's intro to the fray that is the McRae's? No, I don't recall that. I'll pull it up in just a second. You should read what someone wrote in the Urban Dictionary under what a UniRock is. Oh my God. I gotta look that up. I have to look that up. Okay. Oh my God, it's fucking... I know I've read it before. I'm pretty sure I've read it before, but I'm not positive. But I can't wait till I read it now. Okay. So, here we have. Can you see the whole screen? Yeah, you can see enough. UniRock. UniRock stands for You and I Rock. When a person calls themselves a UniRock, they understand that you comes before I, and that their community is as important as themselves. The community is like family to the UniRock, often calling themselves Unifam, and work together with the UniRock to create social media content. What? I know that there's more. Behind every UniRock is a UniRage, who understand the UniRock and compliments them in all they do. Without the UniRage, the UniRock would not have the time to be a great creator of content for the world to see. Like, I think this might be satire. And I have the pinwheel now. Fucking pinwheel. Alright. A UniRock creates great commentary and investigative videos, updating them with follow-up videos and, when needed, releasing a final tell-all video once all the facts have been found out. Often, the detractors will misrepresent a UniRock's commentary and investigations for drama and debunking without realizing it is an ongoing process. Unknown to them, the UniRock with UniRach and UniFam will continue investigating, probing until the truth is found. A UniRock is often characterized as a person who exposes McRae boomers and frauds while laughing at them for being ding-dong dum-dums. And finally, a UniRock plays combat games while doing enjoyable multiple-hour streams. Boy, UniRock does long streams playing that Tarkov game, but the commentary he comes out with is so enjoyable, the hours fly by. The McRae boomer's biggest mistake was trying to use the UniRock to continue his vendetta because the UniRock was only fooled a short time and called out the evil ways of McRae Boomer by only famous people. That's funny. Was this the only one for... Okay. I want to look at one more thing. I want to see how, if they explain this a certain way. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, the UniRach. A UniRach is the unseen person behind the UniRock and enabling them to be able to create the content they do. The UniRach is long-suffering, humorous, witty, and all-around amazing person who complements the UniRock person. Our UniRach is UniRock's equal and not to be trifled with, or all hell breaks loose. The two work in harmony together. Our UniRach is great with the memes. Fucking kidding me. Oh my god, it's funny. It's funny. Wait, we'll go back. Oh, this is from 2003, so it wouldn't even be about Steve. All right, okay, I'll do. There we are. The McRae Boomers. McRae Boomer, okay. A special kind of boomer. This boomer is unlikely to be able to work out technology, but will demand people love their internet streaming on social media. You need to watch out for this boomer because they will appear as nice or as a nice or smart person and only to ensnare you. Okay, let me try this again. You need to watch out for this boomer because they will appear as a nice or smart person only to ensnare you into their fantasy world where they become the Pope leading your community to the promised land. The McRae boomer snuck into our community and now we've gone from a seniors group to a teen mom group and no one knows why. There might be a little something true to that. The McRae boomer is just a clown who does not understand people. Oh, and this was by OG Critical Thinker. Yeah. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. I wonder if I'm in there. Do you think I'm in there? I'm going to look up EKC. Well, it's odd shit. Oh, it's not me. Okay. But my initials apparently are a term to describe a dilapidated or abandoned building. This place is such an EKC. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that at all. Not one bit. Okay. That was fun. Oh. And if you really want, I can torment the moderators here. I can. Because if the moderators can recall, there was another subject, I guess you could say, that we used Urban Dictionary for. Would you like me to remind you? I think it was Minnesota was the worst state, right? At least in my opinion, it was. To me, I thought that it was the worst state. I can't even read them on stream, to be honest with you. UniRach is a vape refilled and Red Bull hustler. But UniRach has to wait in line behind Navy and busy for uni attention. That's probably what the forever suffering comment was. Eternally suffer. I forget how they worded it. Really, Kira? Nonsense actually calls us EKC minions now and not McRae sister wives. You hear that, McRae? I got minions. You got sister wives. I'd much rather have minions. Yep, Dirty Uncle Sal. Yep, that's it. You called it. The Hot Pocket. For those of you who don't know, if you go to Urban Dictionary, and I don't really know what's under just the Hot Pocket term, but if you put in your state, any state, pick any state in the country, and then follow it up with Hot Pocket and search Urban Dictionary for that, you're going to read some pretty fucking disturbing shit. I took your people. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see. Oh, I didn't see Renelle come in. Hi, Renelle. Becky stated she was the first one to bring this story to YouTube. The only reason why I have no doubt that she did state that. And I don't know. For all I know, maybe she's still stating that. However, what I played earlier in the stream was the clip I wanted to play last night, but I couldn't find it. I was so freaking tired. It was good. It was a good thing I ended that stream when I did, because I just went and passed out. But I went looking for it this morning and I found it. So I played it in the beginning of the stream. And it's the portion of Rabbit's stream where it's just weird. Because like last night I mentioned how I thought maybe it was like the start of like a turf war, but I don't think that now. I think that this was more or less like passing the buck. Because from the sounds of it, Rabbit was getting awfully defensive and insisting that it was UniRock who came about, who initiated, who exposed or whatever the fraud raisers. And Menace was in there, Menace to Sobriety, but he was kind of arguing that it was nonsense, right? But then it looked like Nunya, I don't know. Just the whole thing seemed weird because like no one was like really wanting to take credit or responsibility rather for it. So I went and looked. I just compared all the dates, and from the looks of it, when it comes to YouTube, well actually when it comes to any social media really, nonsense was well before UniRock. But we all know that Katie was the first. But we all know really just to fucking get the semantics right, because sometimes semantics do fucking matter. There was no exposing of any fraud raisers because there was no fraud raiser. So you can't expose something that just isn't fucking there to expose. That's the actuality of it all. But fuck me, right? See if Utah at least has green jello or funeral potato. What? So what do you want me to do? Want me to look up like Utah green jello or funeral potatoes? Or am I looking up Utah Hot Pocket? Well, I can do all three, really. Okay, so for those of you who don't want to read anything disgusting, I'm going to insist that you just divert your eyes for a moment. Because I'm not going to read this out loud, because I'll be honest, I kind of like being monetized. So, and of course I spelled it wrong. It's Hot Pocket. What the fuck? Try this again. When a dead zombie who is old and crusty goes to a church, it magically prays for a Tide Pod, Hot Pocket, and I'm not going to read the rest of that. And puts on a sexy ass zombie bra. What? All right, so Utah might be the most fucked up one. Like in terms of legality. You said, oh my God, I love these fucking sentences. after every definition, like in a normal definition site or whatever, they'll use the word in a sentence to help you better understand the word's usage. But none of these sentences ever help you better understand the word's usage. They just fucking simply mention it. Like, my grandpa died three nights ago. Faith says, let's hope he doesn't rise and give you a Utah Hot Pocket. Like, that gives you no better understanding as to what the definition is of a Utah Hot Pocket, other than it's just something you can be received, or you can receive, or be given, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's what they're all like. It's just, they're redundant. Anyway. Is that what you wanted me to look up? Oh, yeah, sure, I could do that. So, Kira says, I'm going to bed, but can you please remind folks to watch Southern Mutton's latest video on 7M and KJ? It's long, but a good analysis of the situation. Recommend folks watch it later. Sure, absolutely. Moderators, I hate to ask you guys to do things, but my shit's running slow tonight. Anyway, you guys could grab a link and just post it there. I'll put it in the description later, you know, but thank you. While you're at it, too, one of you guys want to grab Renelle Smith's latest video regarding nonsense? I think it was from 2 days ago. Because that, I need to put in the, I want to put in the description again. Because as far as, I haven't watched Southern Mutton's video yet, I'll be honest. But Kira highly recommends this. And I'll watch anything, really. That's a great breakdown between 7M and KJ. Because I really haven't followed that lawsuit quite as closely as I have her other ones. So I think I need a good breakdown for it. So I'm going to check it out. So I think you guys, I recommend it. But anyway, I've seen some other Southern Mutton's videos and I've enjoyed them. But I have watched Renelle Smith's video on nonsense. And I highly recommend this because I think for the most part, Renelle will lay down the facts behind what she says. And it's not that she doesn't do that here. Don't get me wrong. But this is, I think, one of her bigger, I don't know, her bigger examples of more so an opinionated piece. And I rather trust Renelle's opinion on a lot of things because, well, she's just a very logical and rational thinker, you know. So for that reason alone, of course, I'm going to enjoy it. But she has a certain flair in which she does this. And it's so entertaining. And if you know Renelle, the more you know Renelle, I think the more entertaining it is. My first time watching it, my girlfriend was over here. She was testing out this new like nail gel or whatever. So I had it playing while my friends working on my nails. And my friends just like would stop and start laughing. Like, I like her. Who is this chick? I like her. Who is this? My friend knows nothing about the whole Katie nonsense situation other than what I'm boring her with when she's doing my nails. I don't even think she's listening half the time, nor do I blame her. So keeping that in mind, she's listening to Renelle speak and she's like, who is this? I like this chick, you know? She's laughing. It was a good video. I highly recommend it. So, what? All right, am I missing something? All right, let me go over to the chat here on this. All right. I should probably turn that off just in case. Here we go. Yeah, okay, oops. Ah. What the hell? Why? I keep freaking highlighting shit. Why is my... Okay, there we go. Now it's gone. But my chat is not catching up. Holy fuck. Okay. I don't know. What link is that, Steve? Oh, Renelle. Okay, I see. All right. I didn't see that in the other one. All right. So, Steve shared Renelle's link right up above, or his last one there. And, all right, I can pull up Southern Mutton. I see. Oh shit, why aren't I subscribed to her? What the fuck? Alright, now I'm subscribed to her. Videos. So, alright, here it is. Did it save? I don't share. Aren't I supposed to get a thing that comes up telling me, alright, save to clipboard or some shit? Yeah, it's not. I don't think I'm pulling it up. I don't know. I'm getting different letters.
Mom to mom from.
Alright, now I got it. Okay, so here is Southern. Alright, there you go. Okay, thank you for posting that, Steve. Okay, oh, Hot Pocket, Michigan, I see. All right, I mean, you guys are asking for it, so just remember, I sent you the Utah social. Oh, yeah, that's right, Kara, I forgot about that. You did send me that. The only reason why I haven't looked it up or whatever. I want to look it up, but like the YouTube channel you sent me, that kind of strikes me as like a propaganda news site. However, they're not saying anything about like the law is expected to be passed. Right? They're saying that the law that this was passed, this legislation was passed, and this law goes into effect in like a year from now. That tells me that I don't know. Maybe it's true, or maybe this thing was passed. But evidently, Utah, it seems, could have passed a social media law for minors, basically saying that no one under the age of 18 is allowed to use social media from like 10:30 p.m. to like 6:30 a.m., which I found that hilarious. They're allowed to use it during school hours, but not during, which should be their sleep hours, right? Whatever. Okay, you would think that they would outlaw it, or if they're going to try to outlaw it, you'd think that they would try to outlaw it like for school hours. Otherwise, it just seems stupid. Anyways, and it says that it's going to empower the state to require like some sort of age verification for users of social media, not the internet, social media, and that they're going to set up a way or means or whatever to make it possible for minors to sue if they think or believe that they have been harmed by social media. What did it say? Did it say sue platforms? I don't quite remember that one. It might have. My shit takes so long.
Goodbye to social media for its teens, or at least.
Okay, so.
Talk more.
Of course, it's not going to let me view it on a bigger screen. Fuck you. God. Ooh, I actually got my screenshot thing to work. So, and it says, opens the door to lawsuits on behalf of children claiming social media harmed them. Okay, it doesn't say who they can possibly sue for that. Require age verification for anyone who wants to use social media in the state, and prohibit kids under 18 from using social media between the hours of 10:30 p.m. and 6:30 a.m. Law is expected to take effect in March 2024, which is, about a year from now. I don't know. I mean, it's the only reason why I question this is because the channel, it's called News Nation. It looks like one of those propaganda YouTube news channels that was set up like during the like Trump campaign and shit during that election. Also, too, when I was looking at this page, has less than a million subscribers. Like your major media outlets have well over 1 million subscribers, and it doesn't say anything about it. Doesn't I don't get the impression that this is like a local news outlet or affiliate. In which case, yeah, it would make sense. It would have less than 1 million. It does. I don't get that sense at all. It doesn't really even clarify. I just assume that it's some sort of national media outlet with less than 1 million subscribers. That's kind of weird. And it had no comments. It had like 400 or 500 views at the time I viewed it, and it was uploaded today, or it was uploaded on the 26th. It's after midnight now. So it was uploaded, though, I'd say within, I don't know, well, within 24 hours. And only had like 400 views when I looked at it like an hour and a half ago. So, I don't know. But they're making an awful lot of bold, definitive claims. So many and so sincerely to the point that I kind of have to just assume that they're correct. I mean, because it'd be very easy to prove that they're not if they're not, right? I don't know. That's where my whole thought process went. And that's where I ended my thought process on it and moved on to something else. So I don't know if this is true or not. But we can look at this up, though, real quick. So let me see. Oh, I still have my shit turned up. Okay, good. Okay. There is something that was passed, that's for sure. Let me turn this back on. What the? Okay, there we go. So, news. No, okay, that's okay. Social media, does social media affect it? Utah's new social media law. So I have NPR, Fox, AP News. I'm going to pull up AP News. All right, let me extend this more for you guys. Okay, so here we go. Utah's social media law is ambitious, but is it enforceable? Which is what I question too. Utah's sweeping social media legislation passed this week is an ambitious attempt to shield children and teens from the ill effects of social media and empower parents to decide whether their kids should be using apps like TikTok or Instagram. What's not clear is if and how the new rules can be enforced and whether they will create unintended consequences for kids and teens already coping with a mental health crisis. And while parental rights are a central theme of Utah's new laws, experts point out that the rights of parents and the best interests of children are not always aligned. For instance, allowing parents to read their kids' private messages may be harmful to some children, and age verification requirements could give tech companies access to kids' personal information, including biometric data, if they use tools such as facial recognition to check ages. Children may be put at increased risk if these laws are enforced in such a way that they're not allowed to some privacy, if they are not allowed some ability for freedom of speech or autonomy. The laws, which will go into effect in a year, impose a digital curfew on people under 18, require minors to get parental consent to sign up for social media apps, and force companies to verify the ages of all their Utah users. That right there. Like, I almost wonder if this is just, if this is their way, they're just using the kids to, like, it's kind of, I don't know. I feel like that this is more or less after all the users' information and verification of that information, as opposed to just ensuring that their users are of 18. I mean, that's just crazy. They also require tech companies to give parents access to their kids' accounts and private messages, which has raised alarms for child advocates who say this could further harm children's mental health by depriving them of their right to privacy. This is especially true for LGBTQ plus kids whose parents are not accepting of their identity. Exactly. The rules could drastically transform how people in this conservative state across social media and the internet, and if successful, serve as a model for other states to enact similar legislation. But even if the laws clear, even if the laws clear the inevitable lawsuits from tech giants, it's not clear how Utah will be able to enforce them. Take age verification, for instance. Various measures exist that can verify a person's age online. Someone could upload a government ID, consent to the use of facial recognition software to prove they are the age they say they are. Some of these verification measures are wonderful, but then also require the collection of sensitive data. And those can pose new risks, especially for marginalized youth, Perry said. And it also puts a new kind of burden on parents to monitor their children. These things seem simple and straightforward on their face, but in reality, there are new risks that may emerge in terms of the collection of additional data on children. Just as teens have managed to obtain fake IDs to drink, they are also savvy at skirting online age regulations. Oh, I'd say they're more than savvy about it. Christ. In Southeast Asia, they've been trying this for years, for decades, and kids always get around it. The problem, she said, is that the Utah rules don't require social networks to prevent kids from going online. Instead, they're making the parents responsible. And see, that's the thing. I don't think any government ruling agency in this country is going to try and to put the responsibility on social networks to prevent kids from using their platforms, because the social media networks will take away their funding for the politicians' campaigns. Let's be honest, that's who's funding so much of politics nowadays, is tech companies, social media companies, whatever. So I'm kind of curious how many politicians are going to try and enact some sort of something regarding this. I mean, it's going to be like they're taking money from people for campaigns and spitting in their face afterwards. That's what it's going to look like. I think that's going to be the weak link in the whole thing, because kids drive their parents insane. Yeah, that's why. It's because us parents are driven into insanity that we just tell them, go ahead, fucking do it. Go ahead, just here, have fun, have at it. No, it's not at all because maybe we trust our kids, or maybe we have to give our kids maybe we just don't go around fucking looking at our kids suspicious all the time. Maybe we want them to have a little bit of sense of privacy, because everyone needs that. Yeah, even minors need that. I mean, to a degree. Come on. I mean, I'm not saying I would ever agree or whatever to my 14-year-old son or daughter having their date over and then closing the door for 5 hours. No, of course not. I don't trust my kids that much. Hell no, who would? But I trust my kids enough to fucking use a social media app. Yeah. On the federal level, companies are already prohibited from collecting data on children under 13 without parental consent under the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. For this reason, social media platforms already ban kids under 13 from signing up to their sites, but children can easily skirt the rules, both with and without their parents' consent. Perry suggests that instead of age verification, there are steps tech companies could take to make their platforms less harmful, less addictive. Wait, who is Perry again? I have to know who Perry is now that I read that sentence. Where the fuck was Perry? Okay, this is annoying. Okay. Okay, said Chris Perry, executive director of the nonprofit Children and Screens. Oh, okay, all right. I thought maybe he might have been some sort of politician or something, and then I read that sentence. Read that again. Perry suggests that instead of age verification, there are steps tech companies could take to make their platforms less harmful, less addictive across the board. Like, I'm trying to picture a politician saying that they suggest that tech companies could just make their shit a little less addictive. Okay. For instance, Instagram and TikTok could slow down all users' ability to mindlessly scroll on their platforms for hours on end. Oh my God. So this freaking law wasn't even passed. It sounds like the main concern that brought this law upon was the addictiveness, the mindlessly scrolling through the feed, not the harm that could come in other ways. Like, I'm thinking like bullying, like online cyberbullying or something, or grooming tactics or shit like that. I'm not thinking just like they're having a hard time getting their kids to put the fucking phone down, The laws are the latest effort from Utah lawmakers focused on children and the information they can access online. 2 years ago, signed legislation that called on tech companies to automatically block porn on cell phones and tablets sold, citing the dangers it posed to children. Amid concerns about enforcement, lawmakers in the deeply religious state revised the bill to prevent it from taking effect unless 5 other states pass similar bills, which has not happened. Oh, wait a minute. Am I reading? Did the governor sign legislation to automatically block porn on all cell phones and tablets sold in the state? Wow. I don't know, I think that's pretty fucked up. And I'm not even like a huge supporter, proponent of porn or anything. I don't care one way or the other, whatever. It's the whole censorship part of it that really rubs me the wrong way. Still, child development experts are generally hopeful about the growing push to regulate social media and its effect on children. Children have specific developmental needs, and we want to protect them at the same time that we're trying to push back on big tech, Perry said. It's a 2-part effort. You have to really put your arms around the kids while you're pushing big tech away. That just doesn't sound right. It just doesn't. Is that it? I think that was the end. Yep, okay. Wow, that's some fucked up shit, right? All right, let me go back to chat here. And then I think I'm going to wrap this up. All right. Oh, you guys made it to Texas? Good. I'm glad to hear it, Shell. Autistic Shell. I bet you guys are tired. I'm glad you guys got there safely. Yeah, you can get married at 16 in Utah, Michelle. You're right. But can you get on social media? Yeah, that makes sense. It looks like it's not a law. It's an amendment. That's how they got it passed. It looks like. Okay. Thank you, Renelle. Good night. Thanks for being here. Oh, what's this? Oh.
Content. Don't post content.
Oh, that poor sad little... Thank you very much for sharing that with me, Kara. I can't wait to watch it. I don't want to really... Someone appears. I'm not going to say who, but someone appears to have made a video about me. And the title says, A Total Failure. I'm a total failure. I don't know. I think I must have succeeded somewhere along the lines if I have you making videos about me. It's about fucking time someone started making videos about me. Fuck that. You know what? No, I mean, I really don't want to give him views, but I kind of want people to see this. But yeah, it's Menace to Sobriety. It's his channel. EKC People Suck, a total failure. So if you guys want to go watch it, go ahead. But I'm just not quite resolved with this enough to post a link. I don't think. Well, fuck it. Why not? I'll post a link. I don't want that one on. This one, okay. Fuck, there's a lot of channels with this fucking name. What the hell? Channel. I might just have to Google the video title. Or search that. Alright. EKC People Suck, a total failure. There we go. I'm not going to play it, though. Because if I play it... Wait, how many people are in the chat here? 83. So if I play it, then that would mean I'm showing it for 83 people, as opposed to giving him 83 views if everyone here in chat were to go watch it. So maybe I will play it. Yeah, why in the fuck not? Let's play it. Why not? All right. Then I'm going to wrap this up. All right, so this is the video. It's only 2 minutes and 33 seconds long. A total failure, and the description goes on to say, EKC went live in a passive-aggressive manner to try and show that people like Nonsense and UniRock were breaking TOS by reporting on Molly's lies, grifts, and skeezing. That's bullshit. It was not at all passive-aggressive. Come on. As usual, she fell flat on her face and delivered yet another performance unworthy of the $99.99 bounties Molly is passing out like condoms at the pineapple lounge. What's up with the pineapple? Oh, why? Because I'm a firm supporter of pineapple being on pizza. Is that why it's the pineapple lounge? I'm not sure. But I don't understand the bounty thing. Are you suggesting that Molly's paying people $100 to do shit? Because if she is, I need to speak with management because I haven't paid anything to do anything. I mean, sure, she's giving me one or two super chats, like literally one or two super chats, which way more than I ever expect. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like she's in my chat every week giving me super chats or PayPals like some people were in UniRock's chats for a long while, giving him all kinds of money and even bragging about doing that, or rather, the spouse of one person was bragging about doing that. So it's not like anything like that, mind you, okay? And anything that I was given, it was gifted. It wasn't in exchange for anything. Unlike the shit that someone was giving to another creator in their chat for the longest time, that was in fact for doing shit, right? Yeah. Oh, and for people who don't know what I'm talking about Katie being in UniRock's live chat for like the longest time, dropping in PayPals and super chats and shit like that. And then her husband doing the same thing. And her husband even saying like, oh, look at all this money we pay you to do shit for us, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, If what I got from Molly, like the one or two times was a bounty, then that would make what UniRock got from Katie a bona fide fucking paycheck, right? That's what I'm going to say. Thanks for that clarification there, Menace. Moving on. I guess she's mad at YouTube. I guess she's mad that YouTube put Molly in the corner after she abused YouTube's fundraising feature to dox and trans bash. I wasn't aware that she was in trouble for abusing a fundraising feature. I don't recall reading or seeing anything that was in fact what they're upset about or whatever, that they struck her or took her shit down for. It's weird that you would word it like that though, because that makes it sound like so much worse than it was. She was abusing YouTube's fundraising feature. You're making it sound like it's because of Molly that we may not be able to fundraise for these wonderful organizations like, I don't know, like children's hospitals and shit, because Molly abused the system. That's what it sounds like you're trying to word it as now. Whatever. I couldn't be bothered to open my editing software for this turnip, so just slapped these clips together on my phone so they were at least uploaded, if anyone needed them. Bitch, no one asked you for this, so you're making a point to put together clips of me that no one asked for and uploading them to the platform when nobody asked to see them. I would say you are quite bothered enough to do something, even if it's not you opening up some editing software. You had to have opened up some sort of software to put them together, right? Yeah. Funny. So I apologize for the lack of creativity. We expect nothing less. It's okay. EKC has been trying out for a spot as one of Molly's bulldogs for weeks now. She wants some of that $99.99 generosity Molly's been offering to creators who target her adversaries. No, you just explained your man's boss there, Katie. Yeah, that's what you just explained. Is that it? Do you think that I'm doing the very things that you witness UniRock doing? So you want to hate at me for it because you can't express how you really feel about it to UniRock without getting kicked out of Unifam? So you're taking out your anger on someone else. I get it. It must be tough being you. Anyway. Without further ado, let's play this shit.
What this policy means for you. If you're posting content, don't post content.
Wow, my lighting was off.
Content that features prolonged name-calling or malicious insults such as racial slurs based on someone's intrinsic attributes. These attributes include their protected group status, physical attributes, or their status as a survivor.
You live at home! Grow a pair! You can't fucking vote! Bitch! You can't fucking vote! Grow a pair, bitch! And guess what? They run a background check on you when you do TV! Jonathan can't be on it! You fucking bruja! You can't be on fucking TV, bro!
I don't get it.
Don't you know that? Fuck!
Who is she yelling at here? Is she yelling at Mallory? I don't know. I'm looking at it this way though. If Molly's content was taken down by YouTube, then possibly my replaying it could end in the same result. So I'm going to let this all rest on Menace's shoulders here on his channel. So if anyone wants to go see what the shit Molly's saying, by all means, go watch it over on Menace's channel. I'm going to skip over it though here on mine. So, all right. Okay.
Sign-in credentials, phone numbers, passport number, medical records, or bank account information. Note, this doesn't include posting widely available public information. Public information can include an official's office phone number or the phone number of a business.
Okay, so what's that? That's a birth date or birth information. I don't even know if that's a birth date. That could just be like saying the name of the hospital or something. And known aliases. So other names that this person's gone by. Okay. And what was the thing that it showed me before that? I don't understand. It says Mallory's home, but I can't tell anything else about the picture. Like, I don't know where this house is. I don't know what state it's in. I don't know anything else about it. So I'm not sure what they're trying to allude to here. This possibly, but I mean, known aliases, that kind of tells me like usernames, and that's already publicly available information. So, and I am said this over and over again, I am of the belief that if you're going to do some public shit on the internet, then I feel like you kind of lose your right, not to privacy so much, but I think that you meaning all of us, we should pretty much not have a high expectation of privacy only in regard to our actual name. Like where we live and shit, yeah, that's always like an expected right to privacy. I think that we should all be allowed or afforded, whether or not we are, but whatever. I support that we are afforded that. But it's just our name. Yeah, I think that can be obtained. I support that.
Content that incites others to harass or threaten individuals on or off YouTube. Interesting. Content that encourages abusive fan behavior such as doxing, dogpiling.
There are a lot of people that are waiting to pounce on her. I am going to be very fucking generous when that shit happens.
What?
And I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to wait till it happens, and I'm going to be very fucking generous. I've been very generous to the ones that have. And that's all I'm going to say.
She didn't even say anything. What are you talking about? It's so weird. Okay, so then Molly Golightly sent someone a $99.99 super chat. Okay.
So let's have fun. Let's pretend that we're any one of those Karens that you know I'm talking about. And just envision ourselves being so butthurt over someone saying that we're a liar. That we have to go and look for shit to cancel them for. Okay? Let's go do that right now.
I'm not sure what they were trying to say here. I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I don't know. Like, I think I expected a little bit better. Like, more of a... I expected something more insulting, I think, than that. And I didn't get it. I don't know. That's where I'm going to leave that at. All right. I think this is a good time to wrap this up. Remember, Menace to Sobriety was the dude who lied and claimed he actually witnessed Kyle logging into his bank account with his lawyer during the NSS trial. Bank account which Kyle did not have at the time. It came out later that Kyle was lying to his lawyer. His lawyer quit and Menace to Sobriety was caught red-handed, bold-faced lying. Yeah, I myself have caught him lying. Just, stupid little things. I mean, not that... and it's one of those things where, like, it's not even like something I can pull up receipts or whatever. Like, I heard him say something or whatever, and then I'm like, no, that's not what he said before. But I'm not going to go back and search that shit. But I know he lies. But that's funny, though. Because that wasn't even a lie that he told, like, on behalf of him or his opinion, his thoughts, his feelings. That wasn't a lie that he told on the actions of someone else. He wanted to defend that person's actions. He wanted to prop that person's credibility up high enough to where it was unquestionable that this person did what they're claiming to have done. I'm going to go so far to help prove this that I'm going to lie on their behalf and offer that to you. And fuck you, kind of thing. And he ended up with egg on his face. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. All right, on that note. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you. Passive aggressive. Well, she is the entitlement translator. And see, that's the thing. I know I do passive aggressive, and I think I'm pretty impressed with myself sometimes with how well I do passive aggressive. So I'm not even knocking passive aggressive. But my stream the other night, it was a little bit satire. Sure, I was joking around to a degree, but to a degree I wasn't. But I came right out and said exactly what it is I was doing and why. Like, there was no passive aggressiveness about it. It was pretty direct. I might just added a little bit more humor to it to make it like more easier to pass by the palate or something, but that's about it. So that's funny. He's funny. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dirty Uncle Son. It's okay. He can have my view. He can have one view. Yeah, he lied to try to make a story for Kyle. Exactly, yep. That's what makes him getting caught like that much fucking worse. All right. I'm going to wrap this up. My head's killing me. I want to take my hair down. So, but, all right. Good night, guys. Thanks for being here. And I'm working tomorrow night, so I don't think I'm going to be streaming it all tomorrow. If I do, it'll be in the daytime. But probably not till Tuesday. So, all right. Good night, everyone. Bye. Thank you.